welcome to the final chapter of Under the Veil's Prologue. I am Brianna, and thank you guys for joining as we lead up to the premiere of my mini-campaign, Under the Veil, premiering on January 6th next year, so 2 weeks. Holy shit, 2 weeks! It's gonna be the first game of 2022, so I hope you guys join and support. There's still time to watch the other prologues, the other chapters with the other characters, but you do not have to, you don't necessarily have to. It's good insight. But yeah, join us January 6th, and I'm joined today by one of my bestest friends.
One off? Right, I'm off this stream. Hello, I'm Alex, and I'm playing Ron. Hi. Oh yeah.
I'm so hoping you're just like baiting me this whole time. And
I've had this voice for 6 months. You realize this? You know,
I know, but like I was hoping, like, you know, it was a fake out and like.
Doesn't seem like something I do.
Yeah, you kind of something you might have done.
Oh, let's find out.
Where can everyone find you?
You can find me over on Torture Boy YouTube channel, where I ran a very okay campaign called About His Chase for 120 sessions that we finished on a Thursday, which is now why Bree is DMing and I get to just relax. You can also find me over on Twitch. Torture, I stream 4 times a week, and that's where you'll mainly find me these days. So, yeah.
Let's say. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. Announcements first. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is gonna be up tomorrow on Patreon and returning with episode 7 next week. All of Daredevil reactions are gonna be uploaded to Patreon tomorrow. Hawkeye episode 6 is up on Patreon as well, and they will be posted to YouTube when YouTube decides to unblock it. So, there. You know, YouTube's great. Supergirl and Doctor Who are hopefully gonna return next week. It's been crazy over here, but we're getting to it. OnlyFans. So we started something new on OnlyFans. We started pay-per-view messaging, so if you wanted to, you know, check us out, you could check us out. There. It's in the link in this. It's not in the link. It's in the description if you really want it. Anyway,
Should I talk about my OnlyFans now?
Yes, wait, are you doing one?
No.
I got way too excited.
No, I'm not.
How many donations to get your OnlyFans?
No. How about no? There we go.
Why?
Sorted.
Why?
No one wants to see this. Anyway.
I was gonna say something really bad.
Nope, we're on camera, Brianna.
I know, I forgot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you ready to get started, love?
Yes, are you? Brianna's feeling a little nervous this week. I don't know why.
You're a wild card that I can't, I'm 19 years old and I can't read. Anyway.
She is not 19.
I was trying to do the Jared thing, the Jared TikTok, and like, hi, I'm Jared, I'm 19 years old, I don't know how to fucking read. Okay. Right. Hey everyone in the chat. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, hello, people of the chat.
'Twas the eve before Winter's Crest Eve, when all through the land, magic is fading, all by Syric's hand. We've reached the finale of Under the Veil's Prologue. Now let's learn the story of a young druid furbog. We start off in the High Forest, just located under the Silvery Moon, where we met a previous character, and as they make their way towards Skullport and Waterdeep, we focus on the depths of the High Forest. Sorry. Thick trees all around. Sorry, make me laugh.
At least you didn't say thick trunks, I suppose.
I was gonna say thick trees for the bike. Sorry. I made myself giggle. Anyways, sorry guys. We focus on the High Forest, and we're at the heart of it. The forest is dense. Leaves are covering the skies, and you can see bits and pieces of it breaking through the branches. It's around midday. The sun is shining above you, and we focus on a furbog, resting on next to a stream. Ron, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Ron. I'm a furbolg. And,
I knew it! Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
And, oh, that's a fish. I have red hair. I can't read. I once saw a man be eaten by a large bird of prey. Or perhaps it was a child. I don't know how the child learned to fly, but there we are. Sometimes if you run really fast at night, carrots eat you. I'm just chilling on this rock. It's a nice rock. You really thought I was going to do a silly voice, but what you got was so much worse.
Oh man, okay. So you sit there on this rock and you see the stream of water gliding down. Every once in a while you'll see a jumper fish break through the water and crash back down. But it's only every once in a while.
You're jumping too fast. One day a bird's going to snatch you straight out of the water. And then what will you be? A bear claw.
You're in the high forest and then you're sitting there by the bank on this boulder or rock, and you know that you're about what you think 5-6 days out from the grandfather tree. You're hoping that there's answers there from what you heard from locals in Silvery Moon. That's the best place for someone to help interpret your visions. And so, yeah, you have a few days' journey ahead of you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna lay prone on the ground and slowly roll my way to the river so as not to disturb the Mother Nature's earth. I'm gonna wild shape into a giant crab because it's the only thing I can wild shape into. And I'm going to spend 60 to 80 minutes just sat in the water, contemplating what did come first. The chicken. And then after that, I'll probably walk sideways out of the river, not as a crab, just as a human, because we should all walk sideways more.
You mean a furbog?
Yeah, that. And then I'm gonna carry on my journey.
Okay, so you spent 60 to 90 minutes in the water and it's calm. You see one of the flying fish go up right between your eyes, as the giant crab kind of swims in front of one eye and then the next, and then scurries along before you polymorph back, or shape change back into your form and walk out of the river.
I'm so refreshed. I'm gonna walk over. Is there a path in front of me, or is it just...
It's just forest, but
Excellent.
You know which direction you're supposed to go.
No.
Oh god.
I'm gonna just slowly ritually cast clear the field on the trees before me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in the forest, will I hear it when it falls? And with a harsh word, so I'm just going to say, Penelope Cruz. I cut down 40 feet of the forest in front of a radius centered on me. I'm just going to make my way through, just deforesting the forest.
Right. Okay, well, you keep using clearing the field as much as you can. I don't know how long you do that for, but as
I'm
you
a
do,
ritual. I ritually cast it, so I can do it for as long as I fucking want.
That's fair. All right. So
when it gets a little less dense, I'll probably just walk through.
Okay. So as you make your way through this forest,
Oh.
as you're clearing the trees, some moving across, you see it getting rustled. You see some birds flying out. Some squirrels. Squirrels running for their lives and with their little chipmunk friends and scurrying past as you make your way through.
Yeah, you better run.
The wildlife.
Your nature's biggest problem and threat.
Can you make me a perception check?
I would love to.
This is about a few hours in to your journey.
Holy shit, that was really good. Perception. 26.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled a 17 plus 9.
Alright. So as you're making your way through, it's a little less dense, so you stop deforesting the forest in the high forest. You come to a little bit of another clearing.
When I get a look from a squirrel who looks like I've just destroyed his home, I'm going to just shrug and go, I'm a druid of the land and not the trees. And keep walking.
The squirrel squeaks at you. If you could interpret how a squirrel squeaks.
Oh, I know what I don't know what he says, but that fucker knows what I said because I can speak to beasts and plants.
Oh.
Yeah.
All you see is the squirrel go and the squirrel skitter away.
I'm sorry, I don't speak small people. I'll keep walking.
Right. Right. So as you make your way through this clearing, it's where the trees are less dense and there's only one or two, and you see some these different bushes with blue flowers growing out, blue and green flowers, kind of in another makeshift path, and some stone, natural stone walkway, and you see in the distance a cluster of light, pinks, blues, purples, more magenta than pink, kind of dark swirling colors, and you hear a small voice. Help! Help! Help me! And then you hear more voices. Get on the ground, punk! Give me all your money. I know you have some. Give it to us. No, I want to get it. Help!
2 seconds. Damn it. That's a natural 20. I'll start making my way over.
As you get closer, you see... At first you think they're kind of like small butterflies. But then as you kind of saunter closer, you see they're small pixies. And for pixies, because you know they're small fey creatures, you expect to see dainty little things with cute like little skirts and made of flower petals. These pixies are quite buff. They're one of those like macho guys that you see at the gym with like the thick muscles and like big, like they look like a tortilla chip. That's how big they are, with 2 tiny wings on the back of them.
Oh.
And they're kicking the shit out of this hedgehog. They're all swarming around him. You know what you did? Give me all your money. We're gonna sell them for spare parts.
You know, if you guys decided that you weren't in the mood for mugging and you wanted actual better work, you could take up in mosquito racing. I hear it's really popular. And you could definitely achieve great things with mosquito rating. Just the other day I heard someone won 3 silver mosquito racing through the forest. They raced a chipmunk, mind, and I don't know if the hedgehog is going to be any good, but you could perhaps find a mosquito or a chipmunk or a squirrel or maybe just some other kind of animal. You know, my friend, he had an animal. It was a hedgehog like yourself, but its name was Belinda, and it was hit by a stray golf ball one day. Hi, I'm Ron.
You see all of the pixies stop, what you assume is the main pixie has the hedgehog by, what you imagine would be like a shirt if he had one. He's just looking at you, and all the other pixies, there's 4 and 5 pixies, just kind of staring at you. Stay out of this, you worthless Yeti.
Actually, that's incorrect. I'm not a Yeti. A Yeti is very tall. They've been known to be able to pick things up and throw them very far. They live out in the wilderness. Yetis are very big, and they have often thought that if you cast a net about the size of 2 tree trunks wide and then ran the Yeti into the net, you could perhaps decapitate him with such a decisive blow it would kill him immediately.
Yeah, you're right. You're not a Yeti because Yetis are useful and you're wasting my time.
Your wings are evolution's mistake. Look at bees.
They ignore you and they turn back to the hedgehog. And you see a little closely, you see this hedgehog. At first, you think it's the light of the pixies, but you see the hedgehog has a little rainbow. I'll show you the hedgehog. He has a little rainbow on the side that's shimmering.
Oh, I can't see the hedgehog. Where is he? Sorry.
Oh, I did the token thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm on the wrong page.
I was going to say, I'm looking at a destroyed city.
Here you are.
Oh, wow. This is much nicer. Oh.
So you see this little hedgehog, probably the size of your palm, and he has a shimmering rainbow that's across his side, consistently glowing, and you see tears pricking the corners of its eyes as a few of the pixies start going towards him, start plucking some of its spikes out. Stop!
Now you little things, listen to me.
Buzz off, Pipsqueak!
Very well. But no. You chose this fate.
They're not.
I wild chip into a crab.
Okay.
And I'm going to approach and just start kicking the shit out of them. What the fuck is happening? Alex, what have you created? Anthony, this is, fun.
So you turn into a giant crab, right?
Yeah.
And the pixies, they look at you, but they think you're all talking no bite, and they continue plucking more spikes from this hedgehog who's screaming.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go up to the nearest one, and I am gonna...
You said buzz off, lunch meat!
And I'm going to use a claw attack. Do I get advantage because they're not looking at me? Or...
You get advantage because they're not...
They don't consider me a threat?
No, this guy comes talking his ear off. What the fuck is he doing?
Okay, 18 plus 3, so 21 to hit.
That hits.
For a D6. Where's my green D6? Oh, this is... Oh, it's here. for 5 points of damage. That's how I imagine crabs sound. So you're welcome.
Checking. Just double checking something. Just double checking something. 2 seconds. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Right. Okay. You claw this one pixie, and this pixie is pretty buff, and he has a mustache, sort of like goatee sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like evil Doctor Strange. And you go in with your claw, and you go right between where his torso and his right where his stomach is, and you clamp down, and when you release, blood is splurting everywhere, but it's not to you because it's just like, a few droplets that don't even get on you. And you see this pixie just holding his stomach. Oh! Oh, God! And then you see the 3 other pixies looking at you, and they all are like, "We gotta scram!" And so they all take one of the
attack of
horns
opportunity.
Yes, I'll let you do that. But you see as they start grabbing parts of the hedgehog, and they're gonna try to run away with it.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
3 points of damage.
Okay, so I will say, pixies. You went to go with the claw.
Yeah.
For the ones, because they're gonna be, there's 1, 2, 3, and hedgehogs down here.
I have 2 claws, and I've grappled both. I can grapple, so it grapples them. So I've got 1 pixie already, and now I've just grabbed another.
You grappled the 3 pixies holding the hedgehog.
Oh right, okay, all 3. Okay.
But now they're grappled.
Yeah.
So you see the hedgehog.
Yeah.
Start to fall towards the ground. It's
a fucking
not
crab. Well, I mean, I'm trying to say, how fucking high were these things?
You're a giant crab.
Yeah.
You picked it up because they were trying to fly away.
It's not a fucking brick. It doesn't. Okay. Regardless, it's fine. It's fine. Right. That's the end of my turn.
You see the hedgehog's flying still, and then he looks up. Finish them. I'm gonna see if this pixie can break the.
Yeah, DC 11.
DC 11.
Yeah, strength or dex, I imagine.
They don't have great strength.
Oh no.
7. 19. So 1 breaks 3. 12. So another breaks 3. So 2 break free. And here's the one that's nope. So of the 3 that were in 1 claw, 2 of them break free, but the other 2 still remain.
Okay.
But since that's the only thing they can do,
yeah,
that's the end of their turn.
I get advantage because they're grappled. I'm going to attack one of the ones in my hand. I'm just going to crush the mustache one.
Okay.
19 to hit?
Yes.
3 points of damage. So that's 9 in total he's taken.
Still standing! Blood spurts from his mouth and even his eyes, because at this point it's like, you know, like those squishy babies
no!
like that.
It's all going up to his head.
Blood's coming out of his ears and eyes.
I don't think I get an extra attack as a crab, so that'll be, I guess that's me. I guess, yeah.
The other 2 are seeing the mustache fairy. They're like, there's nothing we can do for him. And then they're gonna fly back down and pick up the hedgehog and try going again.
They're gonna try going again? How fucking strong are these guys?
It is a hedgehog. They're not too far off the ground.
Well,
anymore.
it can hit the ground with the velocity of a brick, so it can't be that fucking light.
Hedgehog has 3 hit points. It hurts him. So they're trying to make their way away.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes?
Yeah!
Well, because you're holding 1 pixie. So if you get the attack
Well, no, I'm
of
holding
opportunity-
both, but I'll just swing and try and whack them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll allow that.
17 to hit?
Yes, hit.
God, I'm rolling so well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah! 9 points of damage.
Oh So, with 1 claw, you're in this hand, because you have 1 claw. I'm going to say your right claw has the one where his head looks like it's about to explode. In the other claw, you see one looking at his friend. Jeremy! Just, with that claw, he comes down and you just hear, "Ah!" And then you see the other 2, they're holding the hedgehog. They're flying away, they're looking at each other like, there's nothing we can do for him, there's nothing we can do. And then they look over and they see a giant ass claw is just whack. And then the hedgehog just back on the ground. And then you see on a rock to your left the remaining parts of 2 fairies or 2 pixies. Their wings have the wings had disattached from their bodies. There's blood everywhere. It looks like they were just limbs are not attached anymore. Blood everywhere and guts. They were just there's like a fly on a windshield.
Okay.
And then the fairy that's in your claws, dizzy. No! Just staring at them. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with advantage on the one with the mustache. Let's just finish this guy. Fuck this guy.
Stop!
18 to hit.
Holy shit!
3 points of damage.
Like a pimple.
Is it just glitter?
It's red and sparkly. And the last fairy in the claw is looking over, and it's just like...
I'm gonna shake it for my bonus action.
Wait, which one are you shaking? The one that's...
No, not the dead one. No, fuck no. The alive one. I'm gonna shake it in the glitter.
No! Make it end! He's gonna try to break the grapple. No? He's still stuck in the grapple, holy shit.
Is it my turn?
Yeah!
Oh, I don't know if this hits 13.
It does not.
Then he's okay.
For now!
For now.
It depends on your definition of okay. Because this pixie's looking around at its friends. Jeremy! George!
Reminds me, I forgot to roll for something after the last beast shape, but it's alright. Doesn't matter.
What?
No, I'll
What?
do it after this one, don't worry.
Okay. Jeremy, John! George, no! And then he's gonna try to break the grapple again.
Okay.
No.
Well, sounds like my time again!
Oh my god!
17.
Is it music, not loop? And that
Hey, it's
hits.
playing for me.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 8 points of damage.
So, are you still shaking him?
Yeah, violently.
Okay, so you're shaking him, right?
Yeah.
And he's going back and forth, all the while you're squeezing tighter and tighter. And then you hear the screams, and then they're gone. They stopped. You look at your claw, and the top half of this pixie's gone.
Like confetti at a wedding.
And yeah, you're left with this hedgehog who's laying on the ground dizzy. Oh.
I will wild shape back and roll my dice. Okay.
What?
What happened?
Huh?
Did you do this?
Did I do what?
Just point to all the blood.
No, that was you!
Did I construct a trap where I enclosed a net so large that when the pixies flew into it, they were all turned into shredded wheat?
No, not exactly.
With razor wire and some toothpaste?
No, not exactly. You turned into a giant crab and kind of went on a rampage. It was pretty scary, I'll be honest.
That does sound like me.
All the while, thanks for saving me.
What the shit are you?
Well, I'm not really sure, really. I don't really know how I got here.
Yeah.
Pretty big,
I'm gonna sit
it?
down opposite him. Me neither.
Okay.
Life is a grand moment that we are just here for, and then we're gone, and then you never know what's gonna come next, who you'll see, who you meet. Maybe we're all hedgehogs in this crazy world.
I sure hope not. This is a really scary world, but we're just gonna have to keep trucking, that's what I always say.
What is a truck, and where did it come from?
I don't know, I heard that somewhere.
You're very nasally.
Sorry.
It pleases my ears.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Ron.
Ron?
Ron.
Oh, that's cool. And he's gonna shake his feathers, shake his torso, and you see some of the his little spikes on his back kind of right itself, and some blood trickling.
Are you okay, or would you like some healing?
You can do that?
Yes, I can.
Only if it's not too much trouble.
Not at all. Let me tell you a story.
Okay. And you see him like sit on his little butt, his two front paws kind of up like this.
Once upon a time, there was an eagle. The eagle was called Pete, the flying eagle. He flew all over the world looking for a magical time, a place where all his wounds, all his inner darkness could heal him. One day he flew into the nest of a bigger beast. They called it the Eagle of the North. Pete was torn to shreds. Died on that very floor.
Jeez.
Blood, bones. All because he didn't realize that home is where you go to heal.
Kind of like them, and he points at the dead pixies all around.
No, they're dead.
Oh.
Let me tell you another story.
Okay, first, did you already heal me?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's okay. You're being very kind to me, that's really nice.
I will cast Healing Spirit at level 2.
Ooh.
Stays with me for 60 seconds, and every 60 seconds he'll get a d6 back.
Okay. He's not gonna need much, and he ruffles himself. Much better. I'm Martine, by the way.
I'm wrong.
So you don't know how you got here either?
I was walking, looking for a place. A grand papa tree, where the fields are as light as ocean breeze, And the rain is the pattering of soft angels upon your head.
That sounds really cool.
But I found a talking hedgehog with a rainbow, so here I am, talking to you. And who knows, maybe it's fate. Maybe it's not fate. Maybe fate doesn't exist, or maybe it does exist and it doesn't want us to know that it exists. But either way, my name's Ron.
I think it's fate. I don't remember anything past those pixies beating me up. If I'm honest, this grandfather tree sounds really cool.
My father was killed by an alpaca herd.
Holy shit.
They stumbled all over him. I've never seen a man's face be caved in with such force. And
Me neither.
spit.
So sorry.
Why?
No kid should see that. You're not a kid, but you know, no child should see that. Not really. That's what I always say.
How old are you, little
I
one?
have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know how I got here. At 1 minute I blinked and
Well,
the
time
world
is a
bigger.
construct. Everything you are, everything you do, it's not real. Nothing matters, and it all matters. One day, when you're older and you've grown proper spines on your back and you're able to fend yourself off from pixies like that, remember, the world is full of terrible, awful things. That's it.
well, if it's alright with you, I don't really want to be by myself. Like I said, I kind of woke up and the trees are huge. I don't remember the trees being huge. I don't remember the pixies being that big. They used to be smaller. Now everything's bigger.
Well, you may come with me if you would like to.
Really?
Yes, Fernando.
It's Martini.
That's what I said.
Okay, that's cool. And he sits back down and he kind of waddles towards you and he's right next to your feet.
Would you like to be on my shoulder?
Only if that's allowed. That's all. I always have to ask permission. That's what I always say.
Yes, you may climb my shoulder, as the alpacas climbed my mother to crush her to death. And I'll just pick him up and gently put him on my shoulder.
Kind of rests and nestles in. Don't worry, I can't crush anyone around like this. Kind of nestles in.
I don't like that's your only reason, but okay. And I'll start walking, then realize I've gone back the way I came and walk back.
Alright, and you keep walking towards the grandfather tree. Is there anything you would like to do on your walk?
Say, Fernando, what is life but a collection of moments that we spend every day looking at, looking through, looking for, and then realizing that we're just a nail on a shoe. And one day that nail's gonna kill a squirrel. Because if squirrels run really quickly into nails, they'll die. And perhaps that's the moral of my own story. An old man in a lake, fishing for sand.
I mean, you could fish for sand if you have the right tools. You have to make the future. That's what I always say. You could turn any memory into a good one. That's what I always say.
You say a lot.
Got a whole... Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
You're a good little rainbow, Fernando. Don't ever let it go.
I'll try not to. Watch this. And he's gonna shake his little body, and you see shimmer is coming from where the rainbow is, and it settles on your shoulder and it spreads across you. Can you make me a con save?
Oh. 15.
You feel like whatever you want at this moment you can have.
I imagine that in my hand, in that very moment, is some barbed wire.
That moment passes you quite briefly. You're feeling the warmth that Fernando resonated. And then you look in your hand. You see barbed wire.
Ah! I pull it out of my hand as it bleeds everywhere.
What? Where did that come from?
Witches of the forest, probably. I like it.
You see Martine kind of shiver and nestle in further into your shoulder. I don't like those.
Yeah, it's okay. They're good witches. They gave us barbed wire. Now we can set up a trap. Catch some rabbits.
I don't think there's such a thing as a good witch. Ugh.
Why not? People aren't defined by what they do or what they work as or their jobs. They're defined by the actions they take. Actions can be anything. We are all made up of millions of actions. And when you look at it that way, I'll keep walking.
You see Martine tries to say something, and then it seems like he... Perception check, please.
18.
So you see that Martine takes in what you say, and he goes to say something. And it's like something's... It's not like he forgot what he was about to say. It's more like something's caught in his throat, and he can't say it.
What's wrong, Fernando?
Huh?
Speak to me.
I am speaking. I have no idea.
You were gonna say something, and then you stopped saying it. Why?
I don't know. I get like that sometimes, you know.
I'm gonna take him and bring him to my face.
He wiggles his nose.
May I show you something that the elders taught me when needing to think?
Sure. Well, that sounds good.
Don't move too much. I don't want to miss. I throw him as high as I can into the air. And think about life, Fernando. Think about it all.
My name is Martine!
I'm going to try and catch it.
Make me a dexterity check?
How high did I throw him, by the way?
He weighs 5 pounds. So with the force you just threw him,
I have a +3 to strength.
I would at least say, +3, like at least 10 feet.
Okay.
You threw him quite high.
Dexterity check?
Yeah, see if you can catch him.
12. It's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. He's screaming. And he lands in your hands. He's shaking.
Now, speak your truth.
What?
Speak your truth, Fernando.
What? I'm scared out of my mind. The first friend that I make here is trying to kill me, but
I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to free your mind. Your mind is your temple, and temples must be opened. Your body is a temple. Let's enter.
I don't know.
Well, second time's a charm.
He goes up. Okay, another dexterity check.
15.
As he's coming down, I don't want to die as a hedgehog!
I catch him. Well, then you're not a hedgehog to begin with, were you?
What do you mean?
You said you don't want to die as a hedgehog. What were you before a hedgehog?
He goes to speak, and make one more perception check.
Perception or insight?
No, it's perception.
Okay. Natural 20 for 29.
Nice. Jesus, a 9. So, he goes to speak, and again, it looks like something's caught in his throat. But you look a little to your left, and you see the rainbow on him start to shimmer from rainbow to a gold. And then fades, and then stills again back to that rainbow shimmer. I don't know.
I think you might have syphilis.
What's that?
I don't know, but I heard my elders say it once.
Oh. Okay.
Here, I'll put him back on my shoulder.
He gets comfy.
Let us keep moving towards the grandpapa tree.
Okay.
Maybe he can tell us something.
Okay.
Also, maybe we need to learn how they put a grandpapa in a tree. And I'll keep walking.
He like nods his head like on the same page. Like, yeah, how do you put that bird in a tree? And
Just two idiots walking through the woods.
And you keep walking, and eventually the sun starts to set. And along this journey, Bartine tells you all that he can remember. He tells you that from what he understands, his favorite fruit is bananas. He doesn't know anything past when he met the pixies. He just remembers running or scurrying away, and that's when the pixies found him, saying that they wanted money. That make a history check. Not you, me, but I'll take that roll.
Okay.
What?
History. Okay, so I rolled a 5, so 3.
Yeah, Martine, he says that he just remembers running. The pixies wanted money, but also they said that they wanted to see her.
Her, a female.
Also, Martine also says that he loves swimming, but only in shallow water. He likes a good neck scratch, like right where the spikes meet his neck.
I give him a little neck scratch.
Yeah. That feels good.
Females of the species are much more dangerous than the males. When a female spider has laid her egg, she will consume the male partner.
Oh, jeez.
Perhaps that's what we're dealing with here.
A spider?
No. The mating process of a spider.
Holy hell.
Stay close.
Okay, I will.
This is one web we don't want to get tangled in. I'll keep walking.
And night begins to settle, and you start to set up camp. You realize you're a few more days out.
I am placing the barbed wire
Mm-hmm.
around. I'm rolling as I do this, so as not to attract any attention. I'm going to roll around the camp, putting barbed wire all around the perimeter. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my rations just sprinkled over the barbed wire to see if we can catch anything this evening.
You see Martine look at you rolling around, and he looks at a nearby bush, and he follows suit, and he rolls over to the bush, and he... You see him roll into the bush, and it starts to rustle a bit, and then he rolls back, and you see in between his paws, you see a few raspberries, and he continues to roll towards you.
Can I make a nature check?
Yeah.
I bet my nature's dog shit. Yep, sure is. So 7.
Yeah, he rolls to you, and it looks like regular raspberries. Do you think this will be cool to add for the trap?
That is a grand idea. I'm gonna slowly take them, and I'll just pop them on bits of the barbed wire around the camp. Now, if a wolf arrives, we will most certainly die. But anything smaller than that may be caught in this trap.
Okay.
Thus a meal for us, and a meal for the spirits of the forest.
Okay. Cool. Did you get some sleep?
Would you like me to read you a bedtime story?
I love stories. Your stories are really cool. Super psychological.
I don't know what that word means.
Me neither.
Have a lay.
He does that circle thing where he like goes in a circle a few times.
As does Ron.
Yeah. Oh, you're just like me.
Yes, Fernando, I am. Except much bigger and without the spikes or the nose or the eyes of a hedgehog.
Okay. Story.
Once upon a time, in a...
He'll, your eyes close and you're resting a bit, and for the briefest of moments you see, or you kind of feel like in your lucid state, small paws go onto your lap and nestle into your stomach. As you assume that Martine, Fernando, is asleep. Let's see.
I have sleep apnea.
Okay. As you're sleeping, you find peace. And it's peace that you haven't had in a while. Knowing that you kind of made a friend. Someone who will listen. Someone who isn't a llama. Or someone from the druid circle. And then you see visions. You see a dark throne. And on it you see a king. Horns from its temple. Dark. That swirls down. Piercing gold eyes. And you get closer and closer to this throne where he sits. Dark black hair comes down, goes past his shoulders, and he sits. One hand on the throne like this, contemplating, looking. And you see a key. Starts floating around him. It's a golden key.
May I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
The throne he's sat on. What's it made out of? What's it made out of?
Like a marble, but maybe granite. From the windows, you see dark skies. It's gray. Lightning in the distance.
Do the window seals look to be particularly well made?
Perception check.
Jesus, mother of... yeah, I have no idea what that was. 8 plus 9 is 17.
Yes, it looks very well made. The security here is immense. You even see, with the 17, you even see runes on the windows. And you look further and you see a city in the distance, grand. And again, you see the king. A key swirling around him. And then 2. And a 3rd. 3 gold keys. Another perception check, please.
26.
You hear something behind you. Turn around and look at the doors. And you see at the door, you see peeking out. What was the roll?
26.
You see a female figure. Small horns. A tail that swivels behind her mischievously. Green eyes and light purple skin. You recognize her as a tiefling.
What are the doors made out of?
They're made out of a fine wood with metal locks engraved. But you see her. Doesn't look like she's recognized you, but she's staring at the king, twirling a dagger in her hand. And with the 26, you see the bracelet on her catches to light, glows. She pockets the dagger and closes the door hurriedly. You look back at the king. There's now 7 keys swirling around him. And they're swirling faster and faster, and it's getting closer and closer and closer, and you see it's a crown floating. Comes to rest on his head. His eyes turn black. You feel a sonic boom and you're awake.
Hey. Fernando?
You don't see Fernando. You look around.
The spirit forest.
This is too intense.
The spirit witches are here and they're singing.
Sure, this works.
Land sharks.
You look around, and you don't see Fernando, but you hear screams, "Help! Help!"
Oh, I'm gonna
You follow the screams. It doesn't sound too far away. You go around about like 30, 40 feet, and you see...
Walking sideways every so often, just zigzagging through.
Yeah. You see...
As I'm leaving, did I catch anything?
No. You assume that it's not too early, like, you only assume that you got like a few hours of sleep.
Oh, so I haven't had a long rest.
No.
Well, this will be interesting.
So, you see this clearing, and you see in the ground, you see small fire with two spokes on the side, and you see a pixie turning one of the spokes, and you see your friend Fernando on it, swirling around like a roasted pig. And you see 3 other pixies around. Justice! Justice!
As an action, before I approach, I'd like to cast Hedron's Birds of Clay.
What?
Yes. They just spin around me, and I can show you what they do when we need it. But
yeah.
there's I need to roll a d4 to see how many I spawn.
Okay.
3. Oh, plus my spellcasting modifier. So that's wisdom. So 9. No.
Oh, nice.
No, 5 plus 3 is not 9. It's 8. Yeah. Wow, my math is really off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna approach. Well, looks like I'm eating pixie today.
Oh no, that's him! That's him! He's the one that killed George and Jeremy and John!
And Jack.
Who's Jack?
I don't know, there was a 4th guy. Just imagine his name was Jack. Was it Team J? Anyway.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Daniel.
Well, he's dead too.
No, you monster! And 2 of the pixies charge at you. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
What? Okay, you see one of the pixies. For justice! And then you see him pull out a sword. But it's also a pixie. So it's like a needle. He goes to stab you in your cheek. You take a point of piercing damage.
Ow.
As it grazes you. Aha! Justice! And the other one goes. Nope.
What was it?
It was a 2.
Oh, does it not get any bonuses?
No. It's like a pixie.
Okay, no worries. Is it my go?
Yep, it's your go.
I am going... I'm not really made for fighting. Yeah, screw it. You know, there's no such thing as overkill in my mind. I'm going to cast 5th level Insect Plague around the entire area in a 20-foot radius.
Oh, God.
So that is a... Swarming, biting locust fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration in its area. And it appears each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to angle it so that it doesn't hit Martinez.
Martine.
Yeah, whatever.
So con saves?
Yes, please. DC 17. Where am I?
16.
Where? Fail.
It's a 13. It's a 6. It's a 5.
So they all fail.
Right.
2 seconds.
Oh no.
I need 1 more.
What?
What?
Oh no.
I just used a 5th level spell on some pixies. I don't think you understand what I've done here.
I think I do.
Here we go. Okay, so that's only... 24 points of damage.
Okay. So, what happens? You see 2 pixies come at you.
Oh, sorry. They're all mosquitoes, and they're all being ridden. Like, they've all got little saddles on them for mosquito racing. But that's... Anyway.
2 pixies come at you. 1 grazes you with their sword. And then... it happens. Mosquitoes. You hear that slight buzzing from the trees.
I just really want one of them to go, "Oh, hey, Ron!"
One of your friends.
And I'm gonna no, one of the mosquitoes, I'm gonna turn and go, "Hey, Billy.
Want me to take care of those guys?"
Yeah. Get him, Billy.
Right. Okay. Charge! And you see all of these mosquitoes swarming these pixies, tearing them apart. There's like 3 or 4 on one pixie alone, nibbling on its leg, on a torso, on its eye, and you see it's pretty gory. You see like one of the pixies' throats get ripped out because it's getting mauled and decayed. Another pixie, their arm is getting mauled into, and it's now just dangling. One mosquito is hitting the other pixie that was turning the pike where Martine is, and you see him eating one of its eyes, and that's Billy. He has the eye in his hand. Like this!
Yeah.
And they keep tearing these pixies to shreds until there's not much left.
The power of nature. Hey, kids, you want to hear a story? I'll stop him spinning first. I'll put the fire out.
You okay?
Am I okay? I'm fine. Are you okay, little one?
No.
Well,
I don't know what's happening.
Sometimes
Why do they want me?
Sometimes adversity. Adverse berries. Sometimes berries make us stronger. Sometimes the lion must become the cub. Sometimes
really good.
the leaves must become the seeds. You have been transformed into a warrior today. And also perhaps barbecue.
Right.
Would you like to get back on my shoulder?
Yes, please.
Very well. And I'll pick him up and put him on my shoulder.
Okay. And I'm guessing you make your way back to camp, settle
Yeah, sure do.
And then the morning comes.
Oh, do I get my 1 hit point of damage back for us? Yeah.
Yep. And let's see what you caught. Okay. You caught 4 rabbits.
Okay. Now, I want you to look at me as I do this, okay?
Okay.
And pull out a deck and just start skinning them. This is the land. No! Look! This is the land! The land must be fed! I'm gonna take the pelt and put the little rabbit head and go, "Look at me, I'm a rabbit." And throw the pelt. And then just start cutting it up into pieces and then throw it in a pot and start stirring it and making some rabbit stew.
Oh.
Welcome to the forest. Your turn. I'll hand you a knife.
He looks down at himself, looks back up to you. I don't know if I can do this.
Believe in yourself.
No, I don't know if I can physically do this.
Oh. Why not?
I don't have...
You not have these things? Thumbs?
No. He's gonna look up at you and think about...
Just start doing it. Falling like
down at his paws.
confetti.
Look down at his paws. Looks back up to where you're skinning. A twinkle of in his eyes, and you barely hear. One day.
Cut the head off and throw it. Enjoy it.
Splatters across his face. I'm gonna be just like you. like a twinkle in his eye.
Smells like life. And I throw it in the boiling pan. And death.
And you continue to make breakfast, and it's a really good rabbit soup.
Oh,
and
lovely.
It's warm, and Martine hasn't had good, like, warm, wholesome food in a while. And he tells you that he's never really doesn't remember if he had, like, real food. The only thing he's ever had is bananas that he found before the pixies found him, and he really liked bananas. And then you clean up, and you make your way through the forest.
Making my way.
The grandfather tree. You continue towards the grandfather tree. There's 3 days that pass. We're gonna do a speed.
Absolutely not. Day 1. I wouldn't. No, I'm joking. Go on, yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to do in these past few days? Talk to Martine about.
Every day, I hand him a knife, put his little paws together, and try and teach him how to skin a rabbit.
Okay. Let's see. So, the first day, he was kind of struggling, trying to get the paws around the hilt of the knife. But on the second day, he's kind of got a rhythm where he puts the 2 paws around the hilt of the knife, but he uses his teeth, and bites the top of the dagger like this, and he uses that to carve. It's not the cleanest carve, but he now knows how to use a knife. Ish.
Seeing this on the second day, as we're walking, I'm gonna take some twigs and work on fashioning him a little holster for his knife.
Oh.
And so I'm gonna wrap a little holster around him and just have this giant fucking knife on his back, like a tank.
Yeah, it's dragging behind him.
Yeah, but I'll put him on my shoulder and then I'll just have it at the front, so it's like he's got a giant knife above his head.
Oh, he's like a tank.
Yeah, he's like a tank. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And he seems happy, and the more you get to know each other, the more you learn about each other, and he learns about you. Is there anything he learns about you aside from your family getting killed by llamas?
I found it strange. My family were murdered by llamas, and then the next day I was brought to a temple run by elders who transformed into llamas. Isn't the world full of strange coinkydinks?
Yeah, there's a lot of llamas. I didn't realize there was a lot of llamas in this world.
Many. Good llamas, bad llamas, alpacas.
Goats?
What is a goat?
I don't know,
I've never heard of a goat.
I never heard of a goat either, just kind of came out.
Well, don't ever say it again.
Okay.
Otherwise you lose knife privileges for a week.
Oh no, I like the knife privileges.
Well, I know you like the knife privileges, that's why I'll take it away. You're my first real friend. I hope you aren't trampled to death by llamas.
You too, you're my first real friend too. You taught me a lot.
Yes. Yes, I did.
And then you keep walking. You learn a little bit more about Martine. You know his sleeping habits. He'll go in a circle, and then right around the same time, around 3 o'clock, he wakes up startled, and he'll nestle into you further. You find out that he really likes, as you ration more things to eat, he really likes fox. He really likes the taste of fox, because you ended up catching one the second day.
I'll use the tail of fox to make a little scarf for him. So he's got a little scarf now. A little bow tie scarf that hangs down.
That's cute. And whenever you make the trap with the barbed wire, he'll make sure to bring some berries. And do you have a specific, like a favorite berry or a favorite little fruit? Because one day he finds a little cherry bush, and he brings them to you as a little gift for working hard to protect them and catch food.
Thank you. Cherries are my favorite.
That's cool. And
No,
it continues like
it's
that.
pretty warm. But
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. Oh, yeah.
You want one?
Sure.
Okay, well, cut it in half with your knife first.
He, he'll since the knife is fastened on his head, he'll just.
Okay,
I'm
I want to stay with him forever.
I mean, so he goes to bring the knife down to cut the cherry, and he does, but he smacks his little head on the floor too at the same time.
You got too much thrust with that one, kid. You gotta take
I
your
didn't
time.
I didn't think there's such thing as too much thrust. I think there's never enough, but I guess it hurts that way. If you split the cherries.
I wouldn't know. I've never had anyone split my cherries for me. Let's keep
I'm glad
going.
I'm you first. And the 3 days continue, and your friendship grows. And eventually, I would say it takes a little more than 4 days since you guys have stopped and oh! Give me a second. No, that's day 2. It's cocked. Day 3, no. Oh, okay. You're walking on day 4. You're almost to the grandfather tree. There's a moment where Martine, the rainbow glows on him, and he shakes his little body beneath the new fox bow tie and the the armory strapped to him. As you think you're getting close to the grandfather tree, what do you think you want at this very moment?
For Martine to have opposable thumbs. I just look over at him and he's all... He can't do this. Not the way he is, but if he had thumbs, maybe that'd work, maybe. Why are the gods cruel? Why won't they give hedgehog thumbs?
You look over at your little friend that you've made. And you hear him squeak. Whoa! And he looks down at his paws and he has opposable thumbs. Whoa!
Yeah.
He has little nubs, so he reaches just to see.
Spirit witches.
He grabs the hilt of the knife and brings it like this. But he's not used to using his thumb, so he almost falls off your shoulder.
Whoa.
Look!
Don't ruin the gift the witches of the forest have given us, okay?
I got excited. Sorry.
No, that's okay. You have thumbs now.
I have thumbs now. He puts his knife back into the hilt you made him. And eventually, you make it.
What are thumbs? If not, appendages trying to move.
You eventually make it to the grandfather tree, and it's this massive tree breaking through the sky. The forest looking extremely small around it. And you know that around this time it's fall, getting a little bit colder. You don't see any shrines per se, and you don't see much. You don't see a satyr or no, I want to keep the music. You walk around the tree for a bit and it's massive, and you see grooves of where someone you would think would keep posted. Watch. Try to look. Nature check. Survival check.
Survival check, okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, 12.
You try to see like footsteps and tracks in the ground to see who's been here the last and how long it's been. With a 12, it hasn't been someone here in at least a week and a half. Which is weird because the cleric that you talked to in Silvery Moon said that there's always someone watching. And then that's where you're going to find
sorry. On my trip, I would have told Martine about my dream. Except I can't count, so the keys would have gone straight out the window. And I would have been more concerned about, the fact that someone made a throne out of granite, which is insane. Why would you do that? It's not comfy at all. The windowsills are well made, but they lacked a warmth that some houses have. But the doors were beautiful. They did have some squiggles on them. I couldn't work out what they were, but they were absolutely beautiful. And you know what they say, misery loves company. So it's yeah, it was a nice time. Still.
You know what it means?
No, there was this spinning thing and this man. But honestly, I stopped paying attention after the first 3 seconds when I saw the granite throne.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. What could possibly go wrong? You looked happy enough.
Make...
Wait, wasn't we meant to meet someone here?
I think you mentioned that you were meeting a satyr.
No, I wouldn't have said that. I would have said probably a sadist.
We're meeting a sadist here?
Yes, I don't know what one of those is.
Someone who can interpret your dreams?
I don't think that's it.
And it's at that point. Hear it. Not hear it. You feel it. You hear the shifting of the wind. Trees swaying back and forth, and you look up at the grandfather tree, and even that's moving. Birds flying about away towards the skies, but not in a general direction. It seems like they don't know where to go.
Fernando, grab your knife.
Huh?
You have thumbs now. Arm yourself.
Okay, boss. He pulls out his knife and he gets ready.
The forest is alive with the sound of pigeons, but also danger.
Right. And you see squirrels running. You even see a few deer taking off in various directions.
Know which direction they go in, because we're going to hunt them after this.
Okay, they went east. I think that's east. That way.
I don't know cardinal directions.
Me neither.
Let's follow the wind and our noses. But first this. Sorry. Narrator, continue.
From the distance, just past the grandfather tree, you look up and for a moment you think the tree's glowing.
The tree is glowing. A soft blue. You see it?
I'm colorblind.
Yeah, me too.
You see this hazing light.
We're being hazed. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
From behind the grandfather tree, and it makes its way towards you, and then by the time you see that blue wave of matter and magic, it passes through you and it knocks you to your knees.
Weird. I fell
Martine,
backwards, but I just fell to my knees. Interesting.
And then you see Martine, with his new opposable thumbs, he drops the knife as it scatters to the floor underneath you, and he clutches his head.
What's wrong, Martine?
Ow! I don't know what's happening. I don't feel so good.
No. I'm very sad right now. What is happening?
Another wave is heading towards you.
Martine.
Huh?
It's gonna be okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
The second wave passes. And he's slumped, holding onto your shoulder. Perception check for me, please.
18.
You see the rainbow on him flickers off and on.
Martine, please don't go. You're my only friend. And I'm gonna...
I don't wanna go.
I'm gonna pull him into my chest and cradle him and try and protect him from the next wave. I'll just sort of wrap around.
The final wave hits. And then all is quiet. Nope. Not that one. You feel the shift in the air. Everything's still. But that lightness that you felt in the high forest, that natural magic gravitating around, buzzing in the trees and the water and the people, the inhabitants there, it feels void. Like there's something missing.
I feel for Martine. Is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
He just looks up at you, squiggles its nose.
Martine. I pick up one of his little paws. Does he still have thumbs?
He still has thumbs.
Weird. I'm gonna put him back on my shoulder if he'll...
Yeah, he'll start squeaking around. He's squeaking for a bit, trying to communicate. Then you hear the sad squeaks.
It's okay, Martine. Because he can understand me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fix this.
He's gonna nestle into your neck further, just weeping.
Just pick up his knife and hand it back to her.
He grabs it. He's clutching it to him.
What is a voice? If not a wizard's words, if not a song in a winter's moon. A voice is power. I will give you your power back, Martine. Fernando. Martine.
A white light emanates behind you.
I think it's white. I'm still colorblind.
And there you see a woman appear.
Martine, still, it's a female.
And she looks around. Why was I summoned here of all places? And she looks at you.
Did you do this to Martine?
What?
He can't speak now.
Who's Martine?
Point to my shoulder with the knife-wielding hedgehog.
She's gonna get a little closer and look.
Not too close.
Sorry. You know that's not a hedgehog, right?
Looks like a hedgehog to me.
I think he just looks like a hedgehog.
Then what is it? He.
I don't know.
What are you?
I'm Elise.
I'm Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron. I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's happening?
I think it's the outcome of Mistra.
A mister? Who's this mister? What did he do?
Mistra.
You can't answer me now. Okay, pretend I know this Marcella. What's that deal?
She is the goddess of magic. Sarah killed her, and I think magic went with her.
Marcella was killed by chloroform.
I can't tell if you're joking or not. Martine squeaks at Elise, and he tilts his head.
Careful,
obviously.
he has a knife.
Then he nods and he holds the knife up higher. I'm not here to hurt you. I just want to set things right.
So you want us to find this Megan and get her back on her feet or something, give her some Kool-Aid and just let her chill out for a bit, or what's going on?
I think that's what's best. I think that's a way to get your friend back.
Then I'm in.
Okay. And that's where we're gonna end today's session. Thank you for joining.
I'm a motherfucking druid. Finally! I'm finally enjoying this class after all this time!
Yeah?
Yeah. That was excellent, thank you.
Good, I'm glad. Okay, guys, tune in. January 6th, the premiere of Under the Veil, where our 4 characters, our 4 players, meet for the first time with one common goal. Bring
Save
back
Martine.
Mistra.
Oh, yeah, that.
Bring back Mistra, and bring back what was lost.
Martine.
I'll see you guys then.
Hey, Bree, you
Goodbye.
realize you're gonna have to, make stats for a hedgehog with a knife now, yes?
I already had Martine's stats.
Well, now you have to give him a knife.
Give him a knife. I have to give him a knife now. I had his bite ready and everything, but you gave him a knife, so I'm like, oh,
And
what's the
thumbs. A knife and thumbs.
I'm gonna do this for you.
Thank you. Piercing Martine's ventral chomp. That's awesome.
I had it set up, a whole sheet and everything too.
That's so cool.
But yeah,